Hello, good morning, my dear friends. I'm so happy to see you. And my name is Chunyi, the founder of Spring Forest Qigong. Now, today I'm going to share with you the energy of the year 2022. Since this is the dawn of a new cycle, it is the end of the old cycle, and every 20 years now, so we need to do a lot of meditation. Fine-tune your body. That is very important, something you can do right away, every day, starting from today on. And small universe meditation, and balance your yin and yang in the body in time, so that your body's energy can match the flow of the energy in the atmosphere, in the universe better, so that you are not left behind. And the bigger spiritual opening and development and huge opportunities in new technology, because this year the energy of water and fire is very strong. Anytime when the transition of a cycle is happening, naturally the spiritual opening becomes bigger. And there's a new development and huge opportunities also are appearing in front of us. You just need to pay attention to. Be more creative, right? And then you also be careful with your health, because the energy is traveling so fast. For a lot of people, it's very difficult for them to catch up with the changes. So they left their body, the energy, everything behind to match the energy, to catch up with the energy flow of the land, of in the atmosphere, in the universe. So be careful with your health and do more Qigong. As you are part of the Spring Forest Qigong family, and maybe today is your first time to come to Spring Forest Qigong, so welcome. Make time to practice those simple movements every day. If you don't have any physical challenges, health challenges, just do it half an hour a day, or even 10 minutes a day. Get into the silence, get into the quietness, get into the peacefulness, so that you will allow your body a moment to help to balance the yin and yang, to allow your spirit, your soul, and your qi field to match with that of the universe, so that you and the universe will be in harmony. Investment, travel, and before May, and you need to be also very careful too, because this is the year of transition. And according to the reading, the first 5 months, especially the first 3 months, the energy is still very, very challenging. So if you want to do a bigger investment, for instance, like invest in the stock market, or do some other financial investments, except land, the realtor, you need to be very careful. All right? And so after May, things are getting much better, especially at the end of the year. After May, the energy day by day, week by week, you can see significantly difference, and it's more stable. And though still there's some up and down, but see, up to August, starting from September, and late August and September, the energy really starts getting stable and better, like for investment, for financial development. and for any other activities, traveling. Okay, so virus affecting human is under better control this year, especially up to May. So that's good news. But virus in farm animals will be a very serious challenge. So, very possibly the energy from the human is going into the animals. And now, so you need to eat less meat and treat animals kindly. And the world needs a lot of love and peace energy to help balance the anger, the greed and avarice, hatred, which has a lot to do with the flood, earthquake, volcano, storms, and of course, illnesses in our body. You see, last week, in the United States here, and just overnight, there's 50 hurricanes just wiped out on how many states? 6 states, 9 states? Wow, and this is unusual, right? And so also in Minnesota, when Thursday evening, raining, lightning, thundering. So this is unusual weather. You might say, oh, this is because of a global warming situation. So, well, that's not only that. It's because of the emotions, the intensive emotions from people, from all the beings living on the planet. And because of the anger, because of frustration, especially greed and avarice, the hatred. So, lots of people have been holding that in their system, and so intensively. When these emotions happen, now emotions belong to fire. The fire will stimulate the water, and the water the flows up in the air. There's a lot of unexpected energy of different kinds will happen, that creating damages in our life. So we really want to focus on the heart. That's why we need to have a bigger heart opening, so that we can really activate unconditional love from our heart to help to, first of all, to balance our own emotions, like anger, frustration, and greediness, and avarice. And by doing so, and you can help the world with more peace. You can help the world with more transformation. And I think that's very, very important. Quite many years ago, when I guided the meditation to help to calm down the hurricanes in the Mexico Sea, and the hurricanes in New York, you know what? When I did that guided meditation, in my meditation, I saw a lot of angry spirits, thousands and millions of them flying around the tornado. And you might see, well, this is a little bit too much for me. I tell you, everybody has a spirit. And the spirit helps to direct the qi flow in the body. And the qi and the energy and the physical body merge together as one to listen to the spirit. When we do healing on others, when we determine whether this person is still, there's a hope to save this person's life, we look at the spirit. If the spirit doesn't want to come back to the body, then the body is dead. So, okay. Now, to prepare yourself well for the new cycle of energy spin for the next 20 years, now, from 2023 to 2043. You might say, oh, wow, so I'm already 99, so I don't know whether I'm going to have another 20 years or not. Even 1 year, right? 1 month, and then you are right into a fabulous year next year. And what you do if you practice Qigong and you do good deeds, do a lot of great things for the world, and that energy, you collect it, can pass down to your next generation, to your children, to your grandchildren, to your great-grandchildren, and many generations down. So, now what do I mean? Saying prepare yourself well for the new cycle of energy spin. Physically, you need to prepare yourself by doing Qigong, by balance your yin and yang in this fast movement of qi flow, energy flow in this coming year and in time, so that you're going to have a fit, happy, healthy body to go along with the energy flow of the year 2022. And then the other thing is, mentally, you can prepare yourself. We know this year, this coming year, 2022, we're going to have some challenges. But no worry, be happy. And at the year 2023, and so we're going to have a fabulous year. Now, by the end, especially by August, you are going to see that huge changes is going to happen. So maybe the first few months, you still need to prepare yourself. There's something not going that well in the world, but things will go well. So hold the hope in your heart. And then from business perspective, make up a very good plan. And so what you're going to do. So we are going to talk about that in just a few minutes. And a new business model using technology for business development, communication, and spiritual development. This will be a huge, huge leap forward. So no matter what you are doing, pay attention to learn some new technology and use that. For instance, like in the Springfield Qigong, we use the Zoom and the teleseminar to do all these workshops. You see, it is just so convenient. People all over the world can benefit from what we are sharing with the world. You see, so open your mind to accept that. And some people say, oh, no, I don't want to touch the Wi-Fi. I don't want to use computer, do anything. Yeah, that's solely your choice, based on what you need. But here I'm talking about from the overall situation. Pay attention to this, right? So using technology to develop your business, communication, and spirituality. And then be creative. Because in the next 20 years, the energy of modern technology is going to develop tremendously faster. And it's even faster than you can imagine at this moment. So in order to catch up with that movement, you need to be more creative with your business, thoughts, spirituality, development, So hold unconditional love in your heart and no fear. With anything happening in the world, stay calm. Because this year, the signature of this year is the fire is very strong, and the water is also very strong too. And the water and the fire, if they are the right amount, in a good balance, then things will be in harmony, right? The water is, the fire gently steams the water and boil the water to make tea for you, right? But if there's over too much water or over too much fire, that creates huge challenge. And our mind, our emotion belongs to the fire. If you allow your emotion to control you, then that will mess up a lot of things in your life, because the energy of the year is like that. So don't forget to breathe. Take long, gentle, deep breath when you have a moment. And no matter it's with your dogs or with your children or with your business or with the world, no fears, no anger. Try to calm down. If you catch that you are having a moment, and put a smile on your face and balance it as soon as possible, then you don't have the energy to be cut up in your system, causing disease and discomfort in your system. Okay? So let's do Qigong and keep your Qi in a good balance. So in a fast changing world. Now, 2021, and this is the theme of the spiritual growth, and actually in this year, the coming year, and then the next 20 years, this is still the theme, the Great Awakening, and people are seeking truth and spirituality. What is the truth? You see this, like at the medias, internets, YouTubes. When you watch those information, you could be very, very confused, right? And you could be very, very afraid too, and you don't know what to do. But people are seeking for the truth and for a great awakening. And this will come down gradually throughout the year. As people will know what is the best for them. And of course, you will know what is the best for you. There's a lot of opportunities over there. And which opportunity fits you the best? Ask yourself that question in your Qigong practice. And then you will be guided by the Qi, by your masters, to find the right answer for you. And there's explosive and rapid developments in technology and in multi-dimensions. And that is also true too. So at least you need to know what is happening in the world with the modern technology so that you can master your life better. Okay, not necessarily you will become a master of this technology. Maybe in one field, and that's great, right? But you know it, then you can cope with it. Okay, so this is still the theme, though there's a lot of chaos going on in the world among the countries, and people still fighting a lot, and especially the leaders of the world and of the countries, they have a competition, and then gradually they also need to have a cooperation and the interdependency. And we know that. And the trade war and many other things happening in the world. And people found out. And the world is not the same as what it was 50 years ago. And It's not like a black and white. See? So we need cooperation and interdependency. Okay, the challenge of the world, this is especially in the first 5 months of 2022, coordinations among world leaders. This is very, very important. If our leaders were controlled by greed, by avarice, by anger, by hatred, that is not good. A war can happen anytime. And the energy is very intense. But if they can communicate well and they can coordinate the energy better, then peace will come. And when the year 2023 comes. Can that happen? I mean, peace, can peace happen? Yes, absolutely. Through sending more love to the universe, through sending more healing to the land, and we can help to calm down the energy. So our Springfield Qigong leaders, and in each time when you do your guided meditation with a group, please help people, guide people together to activate the unconditional love from the heart to balance the energy within the physical body and the community and the world. And that will help tremendously to balance this energy. All right, now energy. Now we talk about the energy in the U.S. In the United States. Now, I already mentioned about this at the very beginning. I use USA as an example, and this is the energy map of the world, and this is the energy map of your community, of your country, and this is the energy map of your home too. Remember, our body is the miniature of the universe, and the country is also a miniature of the globe, the world. So, and each unit has the information of the entire universe, and they relate, they connect with each other. So this is the energy pattern, and I want you to remember this. Okay, so when you do, now first of all, travel. So these are the areas in the United States you can travel safely in this year, in this coming year. Florida, Texas, right? And this is the main. It's like about that area. A few states, Minnesota. Hey, finally Minnesota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and here Seattle, and so these are the areas, the business-wise and travel. It's a good place to go and safe. But the states across the middle, like the New York here in the middle, a little bit Tennessee, that area, and California, there's South California. These areas need to be careful when you travel. This could be natural disasters, and especially in the east over here, riots, shooting, the energy, and especially in the middle part, the central part of the state, and really need to keep an eye on that. And the energy, then a challenging energy, is very intense. And then so here, California, and also, it's also intense, the energy, like a shooting, and the riots, this kind of energy is mingling across the middle and the southwest. And the virus could be, from the health perspective, the virus could be developed very strongly starting from the middle, and then the southwest, and then we'll go to the east and to the west. So I need to send a lot of love energy to help to balance that. So I've been doing meditation to send energy to those areas every day. So I will encourage you to do that too. Right? Blessing them with the green light, blessing them with the transformation, with the love, and then with a golden light to put on the top, and that will help to transform that energy better. Now, energy in your home. These are the things you need to pay attention to. So in your home, east, the middle of your house, and the west of your house or your apartment, the place you live in, and then the southwest. So these 4 parts of the house, apartment. For this year, the qi doesn't flow that well. So we need to try to avoid staying in those areas as much as we can. And relationship, this year is going to do much better. So you need to enhance that relationship. How to enhance the relationship, I will tell you in just a couple minutes. And then the southeast side, this is very good for new business development, for writing, for creativity. So if you do a program writing, if you do a new business development, or you have a new program, so you go to stay in the southeast side to think, to write. The north is the money, your business. So strengthen the energy in the north, and you can sit facing south. Sit facing south or sit facing north. And this is a very good direction to face. And the northeast side has a very good energy for prosperity for this year. It's a very good energy. Now what you need to do, just in a minute, I will tell you. And the northwest, this is the farther side. And the energy in this corner is very good for stock markets, investment, that kind of energy. So this is basically what the energy looks like in your house. Now, we're going to go a little bit detail. And this year, the energy for your oldest daughter is very good. Oldest daughter is very good. And the middle daughters or middle daughters is very good. And the youngest son, the energy is in his favor. And the middle sons, this energy also in his favor. And the fathers and grandpa, and the energy is doing very well. The energy of the oldest son of the family, now this year is a little bit challenge. Anger, frustration, confusion, and easy to lose temper, and don't know what to do in the future, and lots of confusion. And that's the energy for the oldest son. Now, how can we balance that? I will tell you just in a minute. No hurry. Okay. In the middle, of course, this is this year the middle part is a very, very important part for health, for the overall balance of the body. If you can balance the middle of the house, you don't need to worry any of these corners anymore. You don't need to worry about the negative energy in the east, in the west, in the southwest anymore. Balance the middle is the key and the energy button. And for prosperity, these are all good. You don't need to do anything to every corner, but just by strengthening the energy in the north side of your house, you are able to activate all or strengthening all the positive energy in your house. In the northwest, northeast, south, and southeast. So when I point out, here is the oldest son, here is got the west is the youngest daughter, and then the mother and the grandma. So this year, the energy in the mother and grandma is still in a big challenge, especially the health. But no worry, right? So we have a way to balance the energy, and I will share with you just in a minute. Okay, support health. So we're talking about healing. How to support your health better? Well, since we have the east side, the oldest son, the southwest, that's the mother and grandma, and the youngest daughter, and also in these three corners, three parts of the house, the energy is not in favor of these family members. Now, how can we balance that? If I have one place to hit that energy button, so what is it? That is in the middle. In the middle of the house. What you do, you get a metal vase with a white color, or anything metal, like a metal statue. You can have a metal statue, Chunyi, or a metal statue of like a Buddha and Jesus, or a metal bowl, as a decoration. Right? So, and put in the middle of the house. That's the best. Otherwise, you can do a white crystal ball. White crystal ball. The size of the crystal ball needs a little bit a size, like at least like 5 inches, a good size to put in the middle of the house somewhere, right? If you say, well, in the middle of the house, I don't know where to put it. Basement, the main floor, upstairs. Well, the best is in the main floor. And if that's possible, you can put it in any of those corners in the middle. Of course, that's the best, right? But if it's around these areas, and that is better. If there's any reason you cannot do that, and now you can put it in the southwest, the mother's corner. Okay, put it in any part of this corner with a metal vase, a metal statue. The white color is the best. So by doing so, you balance all the energy for your oldest son, for your youngest daughter, and for your mother and grandma, and for the grounding energy of the house. Especially, you suppress the energy which will create illnesses in the body or in everyone in the house. Okay, no matter for the oldest son or mother, youngest daughter, and for any other members in the family. So this is the key for this year. So please remember. Now, for the harmony of the home, you want harmony, right? So now use a purple crystal ball to put in the south side. So since you already have this balance, in the middle, generally speaking, you don't need to do too much. So in the south, but if you really have a challenge with your relationship in the family, so now you need to do something extra. And the purple crystal ball, like a 3 to 5 inches, and that's that kind of a size of like a crystal ball, and now that will do. Now in the south represents fire. Fire is red, right? But this year, generally speaking, other times of the year, I have people to put red carpet in the south. But this year, because of the energy is so different, you don't put red color in the south side of your apartment, house, or living space, or business, like your business office, right? Don't put red color over here. If you do, now you have a red color in this pot, now try to cover it by the time February the 4th. So that's the date you start taking action. And right now it's still 2021. So you are still good. But from that day on, remove any red color from over here, from the south. Now that's very important for your relationship. Okay, for prosperity. For prosperity, strengthen the north side. And north side is the water side. Now you use a kind of metal, use a metal vase or any metal statue representing prosperity, or like flowers, metal flowers, and something. When you look at it, you feel happy, right? And any color, but not red. You can do white. You can do like a blue color or yellow color, in any color, so that's fine. But just don't do red color. Okay. Northeast side is also, you put a metal vase. Now, here's something you really need to pay attention to. In the northeast side, for this coming year, 2022, you don't do remodeling. You don't do digging in that side, inside the house and outside of your yard in the northeast side. If you already started this year construction, then that's okay. But if you start digging up to February the 4th, that will hurt your energy for prosperity. And for instance, if you have investment, you're going to lose money. If you want to have a promotion, so you might not get the promotion. That kind of things, and throughout the year. And that energy is very interesting. So, okay, now talking about the front door is also very important in our house too. Now, for the south, you put like a stone and purple crystal ball, but no red color in this area, right? To help to enhance that energy. And If the east side, make sure you don't put water and don't put the blue color there, but you can put red color to the east side. Red color. Something red, a painting, a carpet, or anything like that. That will work. Okay? West, if your front door opens to the west, now you make sure you have some metal stuff to put there to help to balance the energy from outside to come in. And this energy could be invasive. So like a metal vase, something metal, right? So put it there. As a white is better. If your front door opens to the north, now you put a plant, do some green stuff there. And now what kind of a size? So 2-3 feet tall, now that kind of size, and that will be perfect. Okay. By doing so, you help to enhance the energy circulation, especially you invite prosperity to come in. You invite good energy to come in. You always want that, right? So, okay. Yeah. Now, let me see here. Working. Okay, front door. Okay. For new business development, for creativity, especially for children, the children's energy. You want your children smart and calm and happy and healthy, right? So the southeast side this year, you got a very, very good happy corner there this year. The energy is very, very good for the kids this year, especially good. Now, what you do, you put like 4 lucky bamboo with the water, with a vase of water in this corner. You can put it in the main floor, or if they have a bedroom, put it over there. That's great. Or upstairs, or the basement. Generally speaking, the main floor is better, right? So if you say, well, that part of my house is a garage, what I'm going to do? Well, go to your kid's bedroom. So you find in the bedroom, you find the southeast corner to put the lucky bamboo there. Okay, that works. Mm-hmm. Well, if you say, well, there's no place I can put 4 lucky bamboos in. So what can I do? Well, you can put an artificial one, and otherwise, you can put the purple crystal ball. 4 little ones. 4 little ones. Okay, the size with like a 2 inches, so about that kind of size, or between 1 to 2 inches, about that size. They put a tray and to hold them together and put it in that part of the house, of the room. I think that works very, very well. Now, this year we use a lot of balls because it's a transition. It is a transitioning time between the old cycle and the new cycle of the energy, of the energy spin in the past 20 years and then the 20 years to come. So, and the ball, it will have that energy to help to enhance their transition and transformation. Okay. So where I am here, energy balance and okay, healing energy. We already talked about that. As a healer, If you want to strengthen your energy to help others, and you want to help the others with their spirituality, you also, in your office, you need to put a metal vase, a metal statue, especially the spiritual statue, like a Buddha, Kuan Yin, and Jesus, and right in the middle. And that is very helpful. And also the other corner is the southwest corner. That also has a lot to do with the spirituality too. So you can do the same in this corner. Okay, wellness and prosperity. And we already talked about that. That's the north. You put the metal and the vase over here, and it's very helpful. And once you strengthen the north side, all these corners for prosperity, the energy will get activated. So you don't need to do the feng shui items all around, so otherwise that will be such a stressful life, you're living inside the house, right? Okay, protection of wellness. Now, I already talked about that. In the northeast side, please remember very, very firmly in your heart. No construction, no digging, no remodeling. If there is like suppose this is your house, right? Inside the house, okay. Outside the yard, can I do something? No, you don't do that. Maybe 50 yards away from the house, then you can do it. But close to the house, no. Can I plant some trees there? Yeah, so that is okay, right? But no digging the deep, no remodeling. So that will help. That will interferes with the energy, interrupts the energy for prosperity, for wellness of for your business and the family too. And then northwest corner, this is extra income like stocks, investments, you put in, and you can sit here to meditate and to do your calculation, to do your plan, and for extra income, for stocks and for investment of any kind, because the energy can support you with a clearer thought. Okay, now always remember, energy is energy. Energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, but energy can be transformed, right? So we can always turn the negative energy into something positive and healing to support you. So the key, the things we use to do that is love, unconditional love. And so call upon your master's energy to support you, especially when you travel, and hold love in your heart and do good deeds and forgiveness and kindness. Always hold this in your heart, in your spirit. Any place you go to, you are safe. Now, any place you go to, you put a smile on your face, you are good.